Should we really be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do. We're way behind schedule. Healthy body, healthy... mind.
He doesn't mind. We should definitely catch some...
Hey, you two. Come over here.
Huh? Is everything all right?
Here. This is for you.
What is it?
It's an underwater mobility device I've been working on.
Huh? Wow! That's so kind of you, Centrone!
It's just a simple mechanical device. I saw the way you were catching fish and... how should I put this? It seemed somewhat... unsophisticated. To be perfectly frank, I found it quite difficult to watch. It was inefficient, unskilled, and completely and utterly inelegant. No need to apologize. Everyone has their own ways of doing things. But seeing as you plan to keep adding to the aquarium, it might be best if you use this device. The waters of Fontaine are home to more than just harmless ornamental fish. There are plenty of predators who could do you some real harm. This device will not only help you fish, it'll also help you flee. All right. Oh, and if you're going for a swim, go now. And don't forget to tell me what you think of the device. I can always make more adjustments if you...
next on the agenda?
But Miss Cuton mentioned you've been running an aquarium. Naturally, I accepted her invitation to come serve as a marine consultant.
Great! With head nurse Siegeween around, we won't have to worry about the little fishies getting sick.
Since you asked me to look after the animals at the Chevalmoran Film Fantasyland, it turns out looking after animals isn't all that different from caring for patients. But that's the thing. Not all fish are well behaved. So on top of looking after the ones you already have, I have a few ideas for inpatient therapy the word from Officer Seaseth is that certain wild... I was wondering if we could invite them to the aquarium for some rest and relaxation. Once they're here, I can look for a way to cure their sudden bad temper. That way, we can help the fish and the waters return to normal. And you can add some unique guest performers to your aquarium.
What a wonderful idea!
All right. I'll give you all the intel I have on where to
Useless.
Oh, you've been bringing back so many fish lately.
practically pro fishy fetchers already.
You appear to take great pride in your work.
You betcha. But behind the sense of accomplishment, there's something else. Yeah, that's it.
Why's that?
Paimon's not Oh, that we're missing visitors to come and admire our amazing handiwork.
You're saying you want to open the aquarium to visitors?
Would that not be okay? If that's the case, just leave everything to us. We'll take care of advertising.
If that's what you want.
Huh? We only get 70%? Oh, right. Of course.
Ugh, you make me sound like some sort of tyrannical landlord. You're putting in the work, so you should get the lion's share. I'm not stingy like Pantalone.
So that means you're giving us the all clear?
Sure, you have my blessing. Just make sure it doesn't get in the way of my research.
Woohoo! The Winglet Gloop Gloop Underwater Fisharium is officially open for business!
Of course, you already thought of a name.
Damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Traveler, Paimon, it's been such a long time. Things down there have been a bit hectic lately. There are so many more divers right now, all in a frenzy to salvage sunken cargo. All I can do is try my best to lend a hand. The sooner we finish cleaning up, the sooner these extra divers can go back to their day jobs, and the sooner the seas can go back to their usual peace and quiet.
I see. It must be really hard for you to adapt to all the commotion, huh?
Thanks for your concern, Paimon. It's not all that bad, though. I've actually made a few extra finds. Things like unclaimed jewelry and antiques. Father said that if I salvage any pretty or valuable things, I should bring them here. She said you'd be able to find a use for them.
Huh. Arlecchino sure is thoughtful. If you've got any pretty-looking ornaments that nobody wants anymore, we could use them to decorate the aquarium. Or even better, why don't we go salvaging with you?
Are you sure?
Don't you worry about that. You already said we can keep any ownerless goodies you find. But how can we let you do all the work yourself? Taking the fruits of someone else's labor while we sit here twiddling our thumbs doesn't sit well with Paimon.
In that case, I'll share if you find any.
Understood?
Please stay safe and don't stray into unfamiliar waters. Traveler, Paimon. It seems that the reason there have been so many divers around lately is because everyone's trying to clear away all the underwater junk. They're trying to get the environment back to normal as quickly as possible. If that's the case, I should really double down on my own efforts to help. If the underwater pollution gets any worse, the colors of the Rome maritime flowers will fade. And that's not all. I don't want to think about all the awful things that might happen.
Let's work together to clean up the sea! Hey, Fremini, we found this pretty awesome-looking thingy underwater. We think it might be part of a musical instrument? What do you think?
Sure. Oh, wow. This is really intricate. I've studied a fair few mechanisms, but I've never seen anything. Looks like it's missing some components, though. You'll need to find the rest if you hope to restore it to working order.
That's alright, we're not in a hurry. Though, Paimon is curious to see what it looks like once we've put it back together.
Alright, I'd better head back down to help with the cleanup. You two enjoy your rest.
We will. Make sure not to work too hard yourself.
Huh? This thing. Did you fish it out of the sea?
We sure did. Do you know what it is?
More than that. I know whose it is. I used to sit in the garden and play this thing every day.
Huh? So, does that mean it's yours?
It was once. It's a mechanical piano that Ellen invented. It can be played by hand, but it also works automatically.
Wow! That's incredible! But why was it...
When Ellen fell ill, he couldn't bear to listen to the piano anymore. So I got rid of it for him. I never thought I'd see it again. I guess whoever ended up with it played it until it broke, but didn't know how to fix it. Otherwise, it would have never ended up in this state. Of course! Fixing something like this is trivial. The only thing is, it looks to have completely fallen apart. But if you can bring me the missing components, I'll be able to put it back together in no time.
Alright! We'll keep an eye out whenever we're underwater. working yourself too hard, have you? Hey! Don't you go hiding inside your diving helmet! We're your friends! You'll feel a lot better if you let it all out.
I guess you're right. I bumped into a real piece of work while diving just now.
A real piece of work?
Yeah. How can I explain it? According to Fontanian law, if an owner of sunken cargo accepts an insurance payout, the cargo becomes unclaimed property. Because of this, some people see diving as a way to get rich. They salvage things others have lost and sell them for more back on dry land. This line of work doesn't require much skill. They often resort to barbaric means to drive away fish and blubber beasts, just to gain access to valuable salvage.
So that's what's bothering you!
Just now, while I was diving, I ran into...
Oh, that's awful!
Thanks for the kind offer, but... even though it's difficult and leaves me feeling drained, I still want to stand up for what's right and try to make a change myself. I love swimming underwater, seeing the patterns of barrel conches, feeling the breath of the maritime flowers. When the underwater world accepts you, it responds with kindness. I believe that's how we should interact with nature, rather than just selfishly taking whatever we want.
Wow, Remine! Paimon thinks everything you just said was great. See? When you have something you really want to say or do, doesn't it feel much better to just get it off your chest? Remine!
I'm sorry. I'm still a little bit shy. But don't worry. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's the latest underwater...
Useless!
Huh? Why does Paimon feel like there's an extra pool here all of a sudden? What does that sign say? Danger! Keep away! Oh, what does that mean? It means exactly what it says. Ah! Cendrone! You made Paimon jump! Did you put this sign here? Yes, with the intention of keeping any curious cats well. What's so special about that's full of piranhas? Ah! Oh, just kidding. Don't tell me you actually. I learned that a few fish in the aquarium are highly territorial and can get rather aggressive. So, I moved them here. Don't scare Paimon like that! So, this place is like a special quarantine zone for aggro fishies? Exactly. The water in this pool is much deeper and there's a lot more space. It helps calm down the more territorial fish. I also asked Sijuin at the Fortress of Meropede for some special bait to help mellow them out a bit. Oh wow! So, you really do care about the fishies' well-being. I don't think anyone wants to see the aquarium turn into a bloodbath. That's for sure. Anyway, why don't you leave this to us? If you insist. When the fish in the pool feel comfortable enough to swim to the surface, it means they're on the mend. So, once they're all relaxed and happy, we can put them back in the aquarium? Where you put them is up to you. All I'm responsible for is scooping up the unruly ones and moving them here in the first place. Understood. But that sign is way too scary. Maybe we can change it for something a little less terrifying? If you want. There you...
traveler in Paimon. I have a pretty good understanding of our patient's condition now, so I've mixed them up some special melazine medicine. Adding these herbs to the water tank should help calm them down.
So, you're basically turning... Huh! There really is a plan that only you could pull off, Siegewayne!
You're spot on. I'll need to invite a whole variety of different fish here for physical examinations before I can determine exactly what's wrong. I'll put together a list of patients to check based on the characteristics I need. I'd appreciate it if you could keep a close eye out for any fish that meet the criteria.